Okay, Babas, mama got tattooed yesterday, so she can't wear pants in this video. So we're gonna be staying nice and close and personal. But I wanna talk about something that is very much so happening right now, and we're all pretending like it's not. And I wanna bring it into your bedroom. Because get this, people are actually filming themselves having sex. And no, I'm not talking porn stars. I'm talking regular people, regular people with their phones on a motherfucking Tuesday. And somewhere down the line, we went from deleting it immediately to, hold on, wait, can we get a different angle? And that switched up very fast, and you know it did. Because if there is a category that all of us somewhat like to a certain extent, it's amateur. Don't lie to me. I know you've been there. But hi, if you are new here, what's up? My name is Miranda, aka Pleasure Baby. Here I talk about sex, pleasure, and why we're a little bit more feral than we would like to admit. Now in this video, I am not gonna be teaching you camera angles, but I am gonna talk about why filming our sex life can be super hot and really spicy. Not to mention give you spank bank material for later. But I want to talk about why it's so hot in a way that doesn't totally make sense. And how it can also go sideways right quick if you're not intentional. And low-key, I might tell you how to create one. But if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because you never want to miss when I post a video because you know it's gonna be hot. But here's the thing. Sex tapes are a very new phenomenon. And they really only exist now even more so than ever because all of us have one of these in our hands. Now, despite all the risks, somehow we're not so worried about the leaks, the screenshots, our phones getting stolen and whatnot. People are still out here doing it, which tells me one thing. There is something deeply arousing about watching yourself in pleasure and being desired. And let me tell you something, it's not necessarily because you're being watched by strangers, although for some it might be, but by being watched by you. Now this is where it gets interesting because there's a moment when you catch yourself having sex on camera and your brain just splits. Half of you is like, oh my God, this feels incredible. While the other half later is thinking, oh my God, is that what I look like when I'm fully gone? And somehow, for some reason, it makes it so much hotter. Like, so much hotter because now you're not just feeling pleasure, but you get to watch yourself fully be in pleasure. You're the performer, you're the audience, and you're the one who is absolutely getting wrecked. Okay, quick pause because this kind of fits in with what we are talking about. But one of the biggest myths that we have been sold is that you are either naturally good at sex or, well, you're not. Which is wild because literally nothing in life works that way. So why would this work that way? Sex is a skill, and like any other skill, it can definitely be learned. Also, you want to practice it so you can master it. Now, obviously, I didn't just come into this world being a master in the bedroom. Okay? That mindset alone shifted everything for me that I can learn this skill and I will master every partner. But especially in long-term relationships where things can naturally just kind of slide into this like autopilot without really anybody realizing it. Now, this is one of the reasons why I've worked with Beducated for years now is because they literally teach sex like it can be a mastered practice skill. Now, they're an online sexual education platform, literally like Netflix, with over 150 different courses on everything intimacy, literally from spicy kinks all the way down to the basic vanilla stuff that are foundational for your intimacy. Now, what I love about Beducated is that they are not like cringy. It's not super performative where you're like watching one move and all of a sudden you're good in bed. But it's actual real education, real practical techniques, and demonstrations shown on real people, real bodies. This can be really hot to do as a single, as a couple, as a throuple, as a girls' date night, you know, gang, gang, baby. It's educational, but it's also really hot, which matters because hotness is what's gonna make me show up. So if you're interested and you wanna stop performing and start leading with that sexual confidence, because you can actually kick off your personal journey to sexual happiness tonight. All you have to do is take the quiz and it will lead you on the yellow brick road of orgasms. How to give them and how to get them. I'll make it nice and easy. I'll just drop the link at the top of the description and you can go take that course and figure out where to get started. All right, now let's get back into the video. Before you come at me and say, girl, that is so narcissistic, I want you to check yourself because that is extreme of you. We all have a little bit of vanity in us. We all have a little bit of narcissism. And girl, man, Dude, whatever you are, trust me, there is something hot about watching you rail or get railed. It's super intimate and it's a closed loop of desire. And like I said, I get why it works because my partner and I have been filming ourselves, I think, from the beginning of our relationship. Now, to be honest, it's very rare that we actually will use a tripod. A lot of it is POV. However, I have told him that we need to switch to be using a tripod and possibly multiple. So when he comes home, you know your girl has bought 3 MagSafe tripods to strap up our bedroom so we can get all of the angles. And I will still give him the phone to do the POV because nothing is sexier than watching yourself give the craziest BJ. POV. 0.5, okay? Not only do we do this to send each other spicy teases or movies throughout the day, but we also like to watch them back together. It's fun, it's intimate, and even though I said you are the performer, you're really not performing at all. And that's the difference. It's because you're filming yourself have real sex. There's no cuts. You get to see me remove the booty plug. You get to see me switch positions, stomach rolls and all of the sounds, the finishing faces. We get to see that raw emotion. I don't want to see some staged BS, okay? I don't care about the pizza delivery man. That is not my fantasy. I want to see real life. And I think that's why amateur porn creators actually do so well. I'm gonna name drop right here. Jesse and Jackson do a phenomenal job at this. Like, they be literally making my partner and I question if we should be selling our tapes. Now, one thing that I wanna say is that this is the first relationship that we've actually filmed our sex life. And to be honest, it did a ton of stuff for my personal confidence on all of my body parts. Because to see my vulva in a place where she is like large and in charge and in front of the screen and she's beautiful, dripping wet and fully engorged, I'm like, yes, that is mine. Lick that shit up. But I know for some people, it can really turn into almost like an audition where you're like, do I look okay? Does my stomach look okay? What position am I in? Am I in the right one? What does my chin look like? And that is just performing in not the right ways. Now you've been pulled completely out of your body. This is for fun. It's not actually going up anywhere. And nothing is gonna kill desire faster than feeling like you're being graded or you're grading yourself. So I wanna make this clear. The camera isn't necessarily gonna ruin your sex life. The performance anxiety, if you already experienced that, might amplify when you are in front of a camera. But that is something that naturally I think all of us will experience. I have experienced that before too. I'm also gonna be real with you. Sometimes I personally really do enjoy putting on a big show, but that's kind of my personality. Now, if that's something that isn't like you, then this is something that's probably gonna be a red flag. One thing I really wanna make sure that I really hammer home is consent. So you're not just gonna whip out your phone mid-thrust. I mean, if this is something you guys have talked about prior, oh my God, this can be so hot, but it is very not hot if you do not have your partner's consent. This is the type of conversation that actually happens before, when you are clothed, not mid-thrust. That way no one feels any pressure or it feels like it's awkward to say no. And things that you kind of want to talk about is who is going to hold the video, who sees the video, and what's going to happen if we break up for some reason. I don't want to deal with any type of revenge porn. Like, no, we do not do that here. And let's be serious, when it comes to famous people and their content getting leaked, half the time I don't even believe that it was accidentally leaked. I feel like it was very much so intentionally leaked. But every video that my partner and I take is a moment of trust, and it deepens every single time. If I tell him that I don't want that video on his phone, delete it, he doesn't even ask questions, he deletes it. Well, sometimes he'll be like, oh, babe, but I really like this one. And I'm like, no, delete that one. I don't want it. But the most important part is that if I ask or he asks, we will always delete it. There's no drama. A lot of the time, there's going to be no negotiation other than he likes to keep and wants to keep literally everything except for we're out of storage all the time. That's probably one of the things that has saved me since my partner's also been incarcerated is the fact that I have like a whole spank bank of material. But he comes home literally this month, so I'm freaking out because shit's about to get wild all over again, and I'm so excited. So if you're intrigued and you're excited and you're like, Miranda, how am I gonna bring this into the bedroom? I just told you how to have the conversation. Your partner says yes, now what? What are we gonna do? I don't want you to think about chasing to look hot. I want you to just do it how you would normally do your do. Maybe you do want a tripod because you know you want to use both of your hands. Or maybe you're okay with holding your phone and then putting down or passing it to your partner and getting them to switch the angle. I will let you know there's gonna be a lot of footage you can't keep because there's gonna be a lot of, yeah, and pointing down at the ground. Because hi, my name is Miranda, and we have a lot of that. But we're not gonna be busting out some random positions that we haven't tried before and trying to like Cirque du Freak this. We honestly found the best things that look good on camera is when you are comfortable, when you are safe, and when you are fully landed in your body. Presence will beat perfection every single time. So just go ahead and do how you do. My favorites is back shots. I feel like those always look really hot. And for a lot of women, that's gonna highlight an area that they are very comfortable in. Now, filming yourself having sex doesn't automatically just make it better. The camera just kind of reveals what is already there, whether it be connection or pressure, or even desire and performance. Trust me, it picks it up on all. And you will be able to tell if you and your partner are in your bodies and connected together, or very much so on a performance mode and not in the good way. But honestly, that's kind of the point, is to be able to see where you and your partner are and how you show up. And trust me when I say it is super hot filming it, and I do think that it is something that everyone should try and experience. Now, if you have any recommendations or you want to help anybody out watching this video, drop them in the comments down below. Let me know a video or a topic that you want to know more about, or if there's anything you want to know more about me. I'm thinking about doing another questions and answers video. Hit me up on Instagram if you also have any questions or any video recommendations. I am kind of getting in this wheel of brainstorming different things so I can show up a little bit more consistently on here, and something in a way that feels natural and organic, because I am sick of being hella scripted. It's time to bring back the old baby. And yeah, I like to talk. Anyways, babies, don't forget to subscribe and check out Beducated and do that quiz. I'll put the link at the very top of the description so you can check it out for yourself. Bye.